Yeah.
And so tell me about this whole cocktail thing that you have going on. When did you learn how to make cocktails, Maya?
Actually, I went to bartending school in grad school.
I didn't know
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk about how many years ago that was. We'll just leave that part out. But I actually owned a bar from 2009 to about 2012. It was an art gallery with a bar called Three Piece Art Lounge.
Where was
Um,
this?
this was, you said, where was it?
Hmm.
It was on 16th and Michigan in the South Loop.
Okay. Okay.
And but I come from a legacy barkeepers. My grandparents owned a tavern on the south side of Chicago on 95th and Wentworth called the New Esquire Show Lounge. The
I've
front
heard of
was a,
that.
oh
Yes.
really?
Well, I mean, I
Ooh.
didn't go, but I just, I mean, I got older relatives, so I remember hearing about that. Yes.
Yeah, it was a packaged goods liquor store in the front, and then the tavern was in the center, and then there was a barbecue juke joint off to the side where you could grab your rib tips, then you grab your drink, sit at the bar, watch the shake dancers and the female impersonators. Yeah,
Did you
so
ever get to go?
no, it was torn down, and I never met my grandfather. He
Okay.
passed before I was born, but the space, it's an empty lot now. So, whenever I drive by there, because it's close to my grandparents' home, I always feel the energy of what was there. So, cocktails, I feel like their spirit kind of aids my creation of my spirits.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great skill to have, especially in your industry right now. A lot of
Hmm.
people are pivoting, they're doing different things with their businesses. So to add that cocktail component is, it's brilliant. And matching them up with all of your pastries, I love it. Tell me what you would do with a savory pastry, what type of cocktail you would pair with that.
So I do I'm glad you asked. I do a fig and pig quiche,
Yes.
which has dried figs and bacon in it. And so I grabbed this bottle from Joe Snow, which is a fig vanilla black pepper syrup. I mean,
Where do you get
she's
this?
amazing. Joe
Where?
Snow, she's
Okay.
based in Chicago.
Okay. Good to know.
And you could buy her bottles online. But I love supporting other women-led brands, especially that are local. So if I make a fig and pig quiche, I'm going to use her fig
Mm.
vanilla black pepper syrup and some bourbon.
Mm.
You
So kind
know,
of like a an old fashioned or a Manhattan
yeah.
type cocktail.
Or bourbon smash, maybe smash up some fresh fizz with a little bit of this syrup and then put bourbon in it, put some mint leaves in it, play around with it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you would do with the praline sweet potato pie. What type of drink would you pair with that?
That's a really good question. I do have another bottle by Joe
You are
Snow.
on the
I mean,
ready.
look at like I would just grab. She has one called Cafe de Olla.
Mm.
It's sort of
What's in
like
that? Okay.
a coffee based syrup, but um, the sweet potato is like so sweet that I would want something like a coffee base that's not super sweet. Maybe
Mm.
like a latte, soy latte with a little bit of syrup. Um, plus, sweet potatoes are so warm with the
Mm.
spices. So maybe like a warm beverage, a warm hot chocolate with, a little bit of Bailey's in it. Something
Yes.
warm and spicy to kind of go along with the warmth and the spiciness of the sweet potato pie.
Okay. And one more. One of your another quiche. Can you think of a dish to go with one of your other favorite quiche?
Um, uh, you mean a dish or like a cocktail?
I'm sorry, a cocktail to go with one of your favorite quiche. Can you think of another one?
So I make a quiche that is chili roasted sweet potatoes and goat cheese.
Yeah.
I also I pre-bake the cubes of sweet potatoes in chili powder and olive oil and rosemary, dried rosemary. So I don't know what I would create, but I would probably make the rosemary the star of that cocktail to pick up on the rosemary that's in the quiche, because it's not, it's sort of secondary to the chili powder that's in there, the chili pepper. So I would want to sort of bring the rosemary to the forefront in the cocktail, since it's so secondary in the quiche, just to kind of, you know, okay, you taste it here, can you taste it there?
Yes, that would, I could totally see that enhancing that rosemary. I love it. But you can't find rosemary right now, or a lot of herbs. What do you do to, I mean, what kind of hookup do you have to make sure you have those type of ingredients?
Well, I buy in bulk and I buy dry. So like I have dry lavender here. And the other day we made lavender whoopie pies.
Oh my God.
So you can see the lavender flowers and the whoopie pie. I have dried roses, so I have a lot of spices. You can see the spices right here. So you know, if we can't get it fresh, dried is the second best thing. So I try to make sure that I have plenty of it, because I do tend to run out, and that's not good.